in the heart of a nameless city, where shadows cling to the crumbling stones, and memories fade as quickly as the moon's reflection in puddles of rain, there stands a cathedral forgotten by time. Its doors, once grand and welcoming, now creak on ancient hinges, opening only for those who know the secret invitation whispered on the wind. Tonight, beneath the shroud of a moonless sky, the cathedral awakens. The bells, silent for centuries, emit a low, throbbing peal, as if signaling to unseen denizens that the hour has come. The hour of the vampire's ball. The invitation is not written on parchment, but on the prickle of skin, the tingle at the nape of the neck, the shiver that slips down your spine in the dead of night. Those who feel it cannot refuse. Slowly, the city's forgotten ones emerge, pale figures in tattered velvet, eyes glinting with hunger and secrets, their footsteps echoing on the cobblestones as they approach the cathedral's looming doors. Inside, the air is thick with incense and the scent of old blood. The nave, once a sanctuary for lost souls, is now a grand ballroom lit by hundreds of flickering candles. Shadows leap and twine along the Gothic arches, forming grotesque shapes that watch as the guests arrive. The floor is a black mirror, polished by centuries of ghostly processions, reflecting the swirling figures as they glide to the music. An eerie melody played on unseen instruments, neither entirely alive nor dead. This is the Bal des Vampires, not a mere party, but a ritual as old as sin itself. Each year, on the darkest night, the queen of the vampires calls her children from their hiding places, the crypt dwellers, the alley haunters, the elegant monsters who haunt the city's dreams. They come in silken cloaks and bone-white masks, their laughter low and musical, echoing off the stone like the flutter of distant bat wings. Tonight, however, the air feels different. A tension pulses beneath the revelry, as if the cathedral itself is holding its breath. For tonight is not merely a celebration, but a judgment. The queen, whose name is never spoken, whose eyes see through centuries, will render her verdict. The fate of every vampire in attendance hangs on her crimson lips. The queen sits upon a throne carved from the petrified remains of saints, her gown trailing like a shadow across the altar. Her presence is electric, a force that prickles the skin and sets hearts racing with a mixture of dread and awe. Her crown, woven from thorns and fragments of shattered stained glass, glows with a sinister light, casting shards of color across her pale face. As the ball commences, the guests move in ritualistic patterns, their movements simultaneously graceful and predatory. Whispers slither through the air, stories of betrayals, of forbidden feasts, of love turned to ash beneath the relentless gaze of the queen. Each tale is a thread in the tapestry of the night, and every eye is drawn to the dais, waiting, wondering who will be called. The queen's voice, when it comes, is as soft as a whisper, and as cold as the grave. It slithers through the cathedral, curling around the pillars and into the minds of her subjects. "Step forward," she commands, and a hush falls. The chosen one moves through the crowd, a figure draped in black, their face hidden behind a mask of bone and velvet. The verdict is not spoken in words alone. It is pronounced with a series of ritualistic gestures, the flicker of a candle, the drop of crimson wine that is not merely wine, but the blood of ancient kings. The queen's fingers, long and delicate, trace a symbol in the air, and the cathedral seems to shudder in response. The chosen one kneels, trembling, as the queen's verdict is delivered. Eternal night or utter oblivion, but tonight, the darkness holds a deeper secret. The cathedral itself is alive, a sentient relic whose stones remember every horror, every whispered prayer, every blasphemous rite. As the verdict is passed, the walls begin to bleed, dark rivulets seeping from the cracks, pooling at the queen's feet. The guests gasp, their elegant facades cracking as fear seeps in. From the shadows, ancient spirits rise, the souls of those sacrificed to the queen's hunger, their eyes empty, their mouths silent. They dance among the living, their icy touch sending shivers of terror through the assembled vampires. The queen smiles, her teeth gleaming in the candlelight, and raises her hand. The spirits fall silent, awaiting her command. Tonight, she knows, the verdict is not for one, but for all. Her gaze sweeps the hall, and every guest feels the weight of centuries pressing down upon them. You have forgotten the old ways. You have grown careless in your hunger, reckless in your shadows. The time has come to remember. The music shifts, growing discordant and wild. The vampires are swept into a feverish waltz, their bodies moving as if controlled by unseen strings. The queen's laughter, low and cruel, mingles with the sound of breaking glass and splintering bone. One by one, the guests are forced to confront their worst memories, the faces of their victims, the taste of betrayal, the agony of endless hunger. Outside, the city sleeps, unaware of the nightmare unfolding behind the cathedral's stone walls. The bells toll once more, their sound a warning, a curse. Within, the queen's verdict is sealed, her judgment echoing through the ages. As dawn approaches, the cathedral falls silent. The candles gutter out, leaving only the memory of their light. The guests, their faces marked by day,